Welcome back. St. Louis public school unions are calling on the district for a seat at the bargaining table. This comes after a decision by the superintendent last month to combine several schools due to extensive damage from the May tornado. Haley Kirby spoke with the union representatives about what they want to see as the school year approaches.
Today is all about solidarity and unity.
A gathering of union leaders who say they haven't been given a seat at the bargaining table.
We, the following unions, representing a majority of the employees in the St. Louis public schools, including principals, teachers, nurses, custodians, skilled tradespeople, safety officers, bus drivers, both certificated and non-certificated staff.
It all goes back to the May 16th tornado that damaged several schools.
There were some announcements made about how schools were going to be moved back and forth without consulting with the people who do the work every day.
The St. Louis Public School District announced students at 6 different schools would switch buildings at the beginning of the year. However, union leaders say staff was given no say in the decision.
Before decisions were made about combining schools, they should have talked to the people who are in the schools, because we know what happens in the schools.
Most of the union concerns involve safety. Leaders say combining schools increases the chance for conflict between students.
The number one cause of injuries to the people 420 represents is breaking up fights. This is a safety issue.
The union says they've asked to have several conversations with the district and superintendent, but with 6 weeks to go until the first day of class, those requests have not been met.
Have you heard from the district? What is their response at this time?
I think we'll all know when they have a response.
Haley Kirby reporting they are signing a formal letter asking the superintendent to sit down and negotiate. That letter will be presented at the next school board meeting, which is tomorrow night at 6:30. We have reached out to the school district several times for a comment, but so far we have not heard back.